Welcome back to From Fear to Fun, the podcast where we explore how to transform medical encounters with children from moments of fear into opportunities for fun, with connection, confidence, and cooperation. I'm so glad that you are here. Today's episode is about another tool for nonverbal communication that is so simple we often overlook it: eye contact. Everybody needs to be seen. We are creatures of relationship. And if the COVID-19 years taught us anything, it's this: being seen matters. But on the other hand, eye contact is a paradox. Too little, we feel ignored. So a patient might think, the doctor didn't even look at me. Too much, we feel exposed. So a patient might think, I feel stripped naked under the gaze. Children feel this just as strongly as adults. They long for proof that they matter, that they have value, and being seen is one of the earliest ways they understand this. But being stared at can feel like a threat. Finding the balance is the art. Let me share a memory. I was 4 years old, arriving from my first day at a new nursery after my family had moved. I remember the hall, the unfamiliar smells, the uncertainty. And then the nursery school teacher approached us. She squatted down, she greeted me at eye level, and in that moment I felt acknowledged, welcome, and taken seriously. I can still feel the warmth of that gesture decades later. That is the power of eye contact with care. Eye contact is intimate, even across a room. If I see that you see me, I cannot hide. I cannot make you stop looking. I cannot control the situation. And this is why phrases like, I see everything that happens in here, or I see you, can carry both connection and power. Eye contact can reassure, but it also can dominate. Eye contact strengthens communication. When something is important, we instinctively ask, look at me, I need you to hear this. Eye contact focuses attention, it anchors the message, it creates a direct line between sender and receiver. Used gently, it builds trust. But eye contact has another meaning as well, especially in the animal world. A direct stare can be a warning, a challenge, or the beginning of a chase. The one who looks away first loses. Children know this instinctively. A child expects me to be an enemy. My gaze feels like danger. In their imagination, being looked at means something bad will happen. There is a fine line between being seen and being exposed. Exposure leads to shame. Shame leads to hiding. In my practice, I often see children look away when I talk about their treatment. They try to ignore the fact that they need help. They try to ignore the fact that they will need to participate in their healing. Adults do this too. Sick children especially worry that others might confuse their body letting them down with them letting their parents down. They feel judged. They feel exposed. And when I keep looking at them, they often avoid my gaze. When we are sick, we are more sensitive to being watched. The gaze of others feels heavier. In a nutshell, eye contact, even from a distance, is an invitation to interact. Being stared at can feel like an attack. When we are sick or vulnerable, we feel the gaze of others more intensely. Eye contact is powerful. Used with care, it builds connection, Used without awareness, it triggers fear. Thanks for joining me on this episode of From Fear to Fun. In our next episode, we'll explore yet another factor that influences the balance of power between us and our patients, the difference in IQ. Until then, keep noticing, keep wondering, and keep moving from fear to fun.